Our top story. Israel's war cabinet minister, Benny Gantz, has declared that a new hostage deal between Israel and Hamas could be in the works. He, however, added that if the sides fail to reach an agreement, Israel will invade the southern Gaza city of Rafah over Ramadan.
Here are ongoing attempts to promote a new hostage deal, and there are promising early signs of possible progress. We will not stop looking for a way, and we will not miss any opportunity to bring our girls and boys home.
This comes as the IDF, after completing its operational takeover of Khan Yunis, confirmed that they found no hostages. They, however, found tunnels with the cages where hostages could have been held. Amid continuous Israeli strikes in the city, residents of Jabalia in the northern Gaza Strip and Rafah in south took to the streets to protest against Hamas leaders. Meanwhile, Israel's army has released footage of what it says is a strike on Hezbollah military infrastructure in Lebanon. Furthermore, 3 were killed in an Israeli airstrike on Damascus residential building. 2 Democratic U.S. senators who were in Lebanon for an official visit said that the Israeli military and Hezbollah have a window to de-escalate tensions along Lebanon's southern border before a possible Israeli military offensive against the Lebanese armed group. This came after U.S. Central Command, or CENTCOM, forces said that it had conducted 4 self-defense strikes against 7 mobile Houthi anti-ship cruise missiles and 1 mobile anti-ship ballistic missile launcher that were prepared to launch towards the Red Sea from Yemen. Additionally, the forces shot down a one-way attack unmanned aircraft system in self-defense. Earlier, we spoke to our correspondent, Jody Cohen, about signs of hope for a hostage release deal. Here was she said.
So Israel is said to be preparing for the second Paris summit on Friday, and this summit is to try to reach a deal for the release of the 134 hostages still being held in Gaza and for a pause in the fighting. Now, Israel is reportedly waiting to see if there's more progress in talks between Egypt and Hamas, and Benny Gantz, the war cabinet minister, has said that there are early signs of progress. Now, remember, to date, Hamas's demands have been called delusional by Prime Minister Netanyahu and over the top by US President Biden, and Israel has said that it would return to the talks if Hamas softens its position. Now, Qatar has announced that Hamas has reportedly started distributing medicines to the hostages. Remember, that's 1 month after that last deal when Hamas received them, and Israel has asked for firm evidence that the hostages have now received the medications and said that it would be an important sign of a chance of a success in these talks. So it's thought that the hostages are being held in Rafah. Benny Gantz has said that if the hostages are not released by Ramadan, which begins on the 10th of March, that Israel would launch a ground offensive into Rafah to destroy the remaining Hamas battalions and look for the hostages there. Now, the government has said that pressure needs to be put on Hamas militarily as well as through the talks to get Hamas to agree to a deal. Now, the IDF is said to be drawing up a plan to evacuate Gazan civilians from Rafah before an offensive would begin, and it's said to be in dialogue about this with Egypt and the United States. And we know that White House Middle East advisor Brett McCurk was in Egypt on Wednesday and is in Israel on Thursday for further meetings. Meanwhile, on Thursday morning, there was a coordinated terror attack near Jerusalem by 3 Palestinians from the West Bank armed with multiple weapons. 1 person was killed and several wounded, and Israel has suggested that in addition to seeking to return the hostages following Hamas's 7th of October attack, Israel is defending itself on 7 different fronts.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.